Hey you guys! Today I'll be talking about the new elite enemies and boss fights in the latest version of Genshin Impact, version 6.0. I'll be reading through the in-game descriptions of these fights and pointing out the core mechanics and what you can do to counter them. I'll only be using 4-star characters, some not even fully leveled, with 4-star weapons to defeat these Nod-Krai enemies just to demonstrate that with the right know-how, you too can take them down. I'll be covering the fights for Radiant Beasts, Wasteland Wild Hunt, Frostnight Scion, Knuckle Duckle, and Radiant Moonfly, in that order. So, if there's a specific fight that you're curious about, feel free to skip to it by clicking the timestamp in the description of this video. Let's dive right in. As of version 6.0, you can now find strategies for defeating these enemies in the Adventurer's Handbook under the Enemies tab. Just click the small question mark icon to read the entries. The most important part of these strategies is highlighted in yellow. So, for the Radiant Beasts, what they're going to do is capture our characters in a radiant cocoon. Once captured, both the amount of damage taken and the strength of healing received will be affected. However, you can escape from a radiant cocoon by being healed to your max HP, granting you the disentangle effect, which boosts your abilities for a short period of time. To counter this mechanic, I'll be using Charlotte and Barbara for team-wide heals. Let's jump into the fight.
Let the show begin. Let's spark things up.
Going under! Getting here! Frost is coming! Pair! Getting here!
Here's where the Radiant Beast casts Radiant Cocoon, indicated by the flash of light animation and the red icon above the HP bar. This has affected the whole team, so here I'll counter it with a team-wide heal from Charlotte.
Getting here! Pair!
Say cheese! I'll protect us.
Getting here! Frost is coming!
Ready, steady, go!
Commencing cleanup! Pair!
Easy peasy. On to the next fight with the Wasteland Wild Hunt. Okay, so for this one it says, drain its HP completely or use skills enhanced by Moonsign Ascendant Gleam to send it into a grief-stricken state, during which you can deal damage to reduce its max HP and suppress it completely. Instead of hammering these enemies until they drop, I'm going to go with the Ascendant Gleam strategy. To see if your characters are currently influenced by Moonsign Ascendant Gleam, you can enter the party setup and click the Team Bonus menu. Ascendant Gleam usually requires you to have 2 Nod-Krai characters in your party, but if you have the Moon Maiden's Blessing, New Moon's Embrace, then your party temporarily gains Ascendant Gleam while in Nod-Krai. Ascendant Gleam enhances Aino's burst, and it lets her water spraying device fire faster with a larger AoE. So, we're gonna use her as a countermeasure against this enemy. Let's jump into the fight.
Go, smile! Dare to mess with me? Incinerate!
So you can see here, as the enemies are hit by Aino's burst attack, they enter the grief-stricken state and are no longer able to attack and appear dazed. Woohoo! Onto the Frostnight Scion. So, in battle, Frostnight Scions can convert themselves to enter a gloom-veiled state. While in this state, Frostnight Scions become more powerful. Deal damage to Frostnight Scions using elemental attacks of the same elemental type as them, or by using lunar reactions. Alright, so I'm gonna counter this guy with an Electro type because he obviously looks like he's Electro as well. Let's go with Auroron for the win. Alright, let's rock.
Hold that pose.
Be free.
Too late for regrets. Have fun with this gift. Boom boom. Ja. Ha. Ja. Incinerate.
Here you can see that the Frostnight Scion has entered the gloom-veiled state, indicated by his glowing body and also the meter above his head. We're going to apply electro damage to fill that meter and break him out of this state.
Truth repeats its course. Say cheese. Hard-hitting exclusion, admissible evidence. Ja. Ja. Boom boom.
Go! You're free now!
Another one bites the dust. On to the Knuckle Duckle. Once combat progresses to a certain point, it will enter Duckstruction mode, becoming more aggressive, generating a ward for itself and summoning floating stamping devices to harass you. When this happens, you must first deal with the stamping devices. Deal damage with electro-charged or lunar-charged reactions or destroy them directly to fry their circuits and cause them to attack Knuckle Duckle's ward instead. To counter this enemy, I'm going to take Jingshou and Auroron for electro-charged. Let's jump right in.
Dare to mess with me? Let me read you a verse. Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate! Motion to compel.
Alright, here's where you can see Knuckle Duckle entering Duckstruction mode, generating a ward for itself and summoning these floating stamping devices. Let's get some electro charge going on to get these guys out of here and destroy that ward. But you want to have multiple applications of electro charge to fill up these little electro charge meters that are above the enemy's heads. And that's what's going to destroy the ward. Oh, there's one last little guy. Come on, little guy, get out of here.
Time to act.
Time to say hello.
Let me read you.
Nice. There, the ward's down, so now we can continue attacking the Knuckle Duckle.
Incinerate! Time for your arraignment! Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Tell me what you see.
Motion to compel. Know my sword. Witness the power of Gugwa. Gears of the storm.
Time to say hello.
Dare to mess with me? Let me read you a verse.
Farewell.
Another one down. On to the Radiant Moonfly. If you remember the Radiant Beasts fight from earlier, this boss has the same mechanic. So, it says the strongest species of Radiant Beasts whose Radiant Cocoon displays more obvious effects. Quickly heal your HP to its maximum to escape from a Radiant Cocoon. Radiant Beasts possess many mysterious characteristics. Rumors even circle that they can change their elemental type under the right conditions. And you'll see it do that throughout this fight. I'm not really concerned with that mechanic, though I am going to take a shielder because this boss distributes quite a lot of damage to my characters. What I'm really concerned about is the need to heal my HP to maximum, so again, I'm gonna bring Charlotte along for team-wide healing. Alright, let's jump into the fight.
Smile. My guiding stars. Have fun with this gift. Incinerate! Don't be scared. Boom boom!
Here's where the Moonfly casts Radiant Cocoon. You can see it by that flash of light and the ripples on the ground, as well as that red icon above the HP bar. So we're gonna do a team-wide heal to get rid of that.
Stars, shine for me. The night is cold. Not now. Hard-hitting exclusive. Truth repeats its course. Motion to compel. Inadmissible evidence. Cold, mind to command. We'll see about it. Boom boom. Don't be scared. Have fun with this gift. Incinerate. Breaking news. Hold that pose. My guiding stars. Hold. Mine to command. Wrap up a flame. Motion to compel. The night is cold. Say cheese. Hard-hitting exclusive. Don't be scared. Boom boom. My guiding stars. Truth repeats its course. The night is cold. Cold, mine to command. Hold that pose. Breaking news. Motion to compel. Objection. Don't be scared. Not now. The night is cold. Smile. Hard-hitting exclusive. Time for your arraignment. Stars, shine for me. Not now. Ears of the storm.
Alright, Radiant Moonfly no more! I hope you guys enjoyed this guide and that it helped you learn a thing or two about these enemies. Feel free to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Now, go forth and slay, darlings!